What's going on? This your boy KCFL, King Self Life Wrestling Takes, and we finna break down both Smackdown and Rampage. Man, I know some of y'all probably gonna think I'm on some bull jive, but I gotta call the bull jive out when I see it. Both Smackdown and Rampage were skippable shows. Were there newsworthy things that took place on both shows? Yes. But overall, I thought both shows were mid. I mean, decent wrestling on both shows, but I mean, I told you, man, I don't know, man. This seems like this week has just been. It's again. I talk about Tony Khan being the Dak Prescott. Triple H is he's starting to put his name down as the Dak Prescott of pro wrestling booking because I mean the inconsistent. I mean, yeah, you got some decent things that happen. Yes, we got a couple of matches added to the doggone Crown Jewel show. Great, but overall, man, I just wasn't feeling nothing I saw. And yes, BB is back. Great to see her. I personally think BB should have took a little bit longer to come back. And we already ready to team her back up with Charlotte Flair of all people. I say, why? Excuse me, why? 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 And then over on Rampage Land, how the heck are we getting Mike Santana versus Ortiz this early? TK, can you please build before you put the match on? This fool just, I mean, he can't help himself. The clown cannot. Listen, man, we going in. We gotta get ready to go in. I'm going in on this show. I'm going in on Rampage, man. We going in, man. Some of y'all might be upset with me. Some of y'all might think I'm just tripping. I'm like, no, I'm telling you the bold official. I'm here to say it right now. I'm here to stand up. I think out of everything that happened this week, I honestly, personally believe Impact won the week. Yes, I'm saying it. If you mad at that statement, oh well. Impact won the week. Impact was better than SmackDown, better than Rampage, better than Dynamite, and you know dang well was better than Raw and NXT. I don't give a care what nobody got to say. I'm chilling out for Impact this week. Yeah, we got a pay-per-view coming on tonight, but listen, I absolutely liked what I seen on Impact. Better than I seen on any other show. Because Raw ain't kicking it no more. Dynamite, they pick and choose when they want to be decent. I don't watch it in NXT anymore because of what they decided to do with Trick Williams. And watching Rampage and SmackDown, I was like, just two middle of the road shows. Newsworthy situations that took place, things that happened. And again, the man wasn't there. When Roman don't pull up, it just seems like the show was just not there. Yes, you can have Fruity Pebbles all up on the show all you want. And Fruity Pebbles out here trying to get his thing on. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everything that happened. I mean, shoot, even this clown right here, we going in. We are going in, ladies and gentlemen. So buckle up. You already know this your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. We keeps it 100% over here. Some of y'all think I ain't on 100%. Some of y'all think I'm tripping. No, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you both it's tripping. This is one of the weeks where I actually said that this was kind of a mid-week outside of Impact. This was a very mid-week for pro wrestling between the two major companies, AEW and WWE. Very mid-week. Very mid. I'm like, you got to step your freaking game up. Mid. Let's go. Breakdown. We came in live from San Antonio. Now, listen, the crowd, great crowd. Excellent crowd. Right from the jump, we got Paul Heyman in the ring. Talk about Jimmy Uso came down, screwed over Jay and Cody. And he said, as of right now, Roman's big opponent going in the Crown Jewel is none other than the man, L.A. Knight. And then when the fans said, yeah, he told the fans don't do that because it kind of started him or whatever. So he started babbling, talking about what Roman's going to do to him. Roman's going to beat the bricks off him and all this crap. And so as soon as he started talking, that's when L.A. Knight came out. Crowd went berserk. Crowd went nuts. It started going crazy. Y'all know how it is. Like I said, listen, L.A. Knight is over. Listen, I ain't fighting that. The man is over like a mug. But ladies and gentlemen, we each and every single person know that what's about to transpire at Crown Jewel. This man right here is going to get murdered. Literally. He's going to get beat down. He's going to get screwed. We know what's coming. And people going to say, well, this is going to basically make him look great. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so doggone tired of that idiotic statement. You know, we as wrestling fans be coming up with some of the most dumbest statements I've ever heard. this is going to make him look great. First of all, my man shouldn't even be in this predicament right now. Yes, he's freaking over. I get it. But he shouldn't even be in this position. He should be potentially going up for the U.S. title or something like that. But you ready to thrust him in here? We know he ain't beating this man. Every single one of us know he's not winning. It's a spoiler. Like Paul Heyman always say, it's a spoiler. But he went in there, he got in there, started talking bull jive to Paul Heyman, basically told Paul Heyman to get the heck out of the ring, but then turned right back around and tell him to get right back in the ring. I mean, make up your mind. You want him to get out your ring, now you want him to get his behind back in this ring. And he started saying this. He said, where's that circus clown at? This fool is scared? You telling me what this circus clown gonna do to me, yet this fool is not even here? Get the clown up out of here. Make it make sense, man. So he said, you know what you tell this fool? This fool say he gonna spear me? No, what I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna do. What is his reign? 1,140 days at Crown Jewel. Guess what I'm gonna do? Not only am I gonna beat him, I'm gonna beat him down, and I'm gonna end his streak by becoming the new undisputed WWE champion. We all know that is a bunch of bull jive. That man was lying through his teeth. Yes, he has to get the crowd behind him. Yes, he got to get the fans excited. People want to see this. Do I want to see this match? I'm going to be 100% with you. Absolutely, I don't. I don't want to see it because I already know what's going to happen. I absolutely don't want to see it. LA Knight's going back down to the ground. He's going back down to the banger, and it's going to be, it is what it is. Now, will they tell a story? Absolutely. You know they're going to tell a story. But the end result is going to be LA Knight going to get screwed, So that was that first segment. So it is what it is. Like I said, you got a couple of years and all that stuff. So backstage segment, Pastor Bobby Lashley with the Street Profits talking about him getting ready to go against Santos Escobar for the 18th millionth time. Rematches. You fools in the IWC that love rematches. Listen, I like rematches, but if you constantly keep giving us the same match week in, week out, I'm not going to give a rat's behind about it. And see, the Tony Khan, he like to pull this stuff. See what TK do? TKO, he will do it, but he'll wait like 2 weeks, and then he'll say, all right, I'm going to put the match up on TV, and then I'm going to do it at the pay-per-view. I said, no, man, don't do it right now. Do it at the freaking pay-per-view, and then if you want to do a rematch down the line somewhere, cool. These idiots over in the WWE land, man, they the same matches. We just seen the match at the pay-per-view. We just seen it last week. It's the same match. And the crowd, it's like they trying to get behind it. Santos Escobar, I hate to say it, listen, hanging out with Ray and them, man. Santos is a true heel, and then Montez Ford and them trying to be heel. It's like, man, I'm serious, y'all. When you constantly do the same match over and over and over, I'm like, I can't get behind. I'm not like you freaks that love this stuff. You geeks and nerds and whatever you want to call yourselves, y'all love this type of idiotic stuff. I don't. That's not my booking. This ain't me. Spread that stuff out. Don't give it to me back to back to back to back. That's what I say. Raw stands for rematches always weekly. Smackdown starting to fall into that same category. Because Triple Big Nose don't know what the clown he doing either. He don't know either. That circus clown don't know what the clown he doing. And fools, before fools tell me, oh, you just hate. No, I'm telling you both, it's true. Triple Big Nose don't know what the clown he doing, man. I'm serious. He straight up don't. You fools thought him coming in creative control was going to change the game, and people was like, oh, Vince is out, and WWE going to start being good again. No. Like I say, Triple H is somewhat decent, but I'm telling you, him and Vince are the same. They come from the same bandwagon. They come from the same source. It's the same coin. I'm sorry. It's the same as that coin. Montez won because Angelo Dawkins got involved in all this stuff. So they started beating the brakes off of the Santos, the two of them, and then Carlito came running out there and to try to save the day and everything. Listen, man, and then guess what? Guess what? Next week we're getting ready to get the same match. We getting Santos Ray versus the Street Profits. I'm like, it's the same matches. I don't give a rat's behind about it. I just seen it. just saw it, and you fools want me to get excited? You clowns are crazy. You clowns, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. You don't understand about how I do and how I view pro wrestling. Give me something different. Don't give me the same bull jive week in and week out, and I'm supposed to get behind it. No. Do something different. This ain't it, Cap. This ain't it. I told y'all, they are failing us left and right. The clowns in the E can't book us to save their life, and they can't book nobody else either. They just can't. Don't let these idiots online lie to you. Don't allow them to lie, because they will lie. They will pop in. They will make goofy tweets. They'll hop on their TikToks and say some of the most outlandish bull jive takes and act like everything is fantastic. No, it's not. No. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, backstage segment, Damage Control hyping up EO Sky. Great. So then we get Latino World Order talking with Ray. Talk about what he getting ready to do. Get ready to go out here and confront Logan Paul. And they said, you sure you don't need us out there? Because that's what Zelina asked him. He said, no, I got this on my own. I appreciate everything. I love everything here. I love y'all. But I got this. I got to handle this situation on my own. Then we get this trash segment. Pretty Deadly was at the doggone spot getting their feet and nails done and all this stuff. And then out of nowhere, Brother Bruce came out of nowhere, beat the brakes off of him. Then we got Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa sitting in the back, talk about Roman Reigns. And I'm sorry, man. I just honestly didn't give no care about this at all. I just did not. And y'all want me to get excited about. It just feels like they in neutral right now. They not look. People want to say WWE is hot. Yeah, you can say they're hot and all, but when I watched this show and I sat there and I'm like, I wasn't really amused. Wasn't nothing funny. I'm like, nothing. I mean, Jay talk about he calls Jimmy and all this, and he doing with Roman. I'm like, if this is supposed to get me up, it's not getting me excited, man. I'm like, and we got we're like 6 months away. We're like 6 months away from WrestleMania, right? They're gonna have to pick this up and get me to give a crap, because I'm not even caring. Now I still want to see Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania, but they gonna have to pick this thing up. Because what I'm seeing right now, I don't give a rat's behind. And then, like I said, the circus clown himself is not there. I'm like, bro, get your behind there. You just pulled back up. You've been gone for, almost 2 months. It's time for your tail to be there. You're the man. You got this long man reign going on right now. You are supposed to be there. When you pull up, it feels like the show means something. When your behind ain't there, it just looks like the show just goes straight to hell. I'm sorry, it just does. Speaking of which, Fruity Pebbles makes his arrival. Comes out, San Antonio crowd goes wild. They go nuts. And I'm not playing with y'all right now. Your boy John Cena was trying to get his doggone Sting on. He started to talk about how Roman Reigns been running around here with the championship for over 1,000 days, 1,138 days. And he said it's been 2,002 days since he actually got a victory on TV. So now he's starting to play that, it's maybe I need to go ahead and tell the fans that I'm going to retire. And the fans were saying, no, you still got it. Thank you, Fruity. Thank you, Fruity. I said, man, if they was not watching AEW, I don't know what they was doing. This is basically the same exact thing that Sting was doing. Even though Sting pretty much said that he was retiring, they said, no, we're going to have Fruity Pebbles fake like he finna retire. But he said, no, I got more in the tank. I ain't going nowhere. My whole shtick is never give up. So if there's any idiot in the back that want to come out this way, because they going to get some, because I'm about to lay their behind out. Next thing you know, Solo Sikoa's music hits, comes out there, they try to jump, he tries to beat the brakes off him, and Fruity tries to get him, and then this when Jimmy come running out there. And listen, when he super kicked him, he did not even connect. If you watch that clip, you can clearly see he did not connect with John Cena's face. Fruity Pebbles had to act like he got hit. He didn't even touch his face, man. He kicked air, and Fruity Pebbles had to act like he got kicked. I'm like, come on now. So the two of them is trying to jump that man. Out comes a hooded figure Yeah, everybody in the mama knew exactly who it was. It was Jay. Jay came out of nowhere, started beating the brakes off of Jimmy. Security folk came out. Adam Page came out of nowhere. They always trying to hold that man down, trying to get him up out of there. So Solo tried to thumb Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles got him with the attitude adjusted. It's not called the I still want to call it the FU. Did the attitude adjustment, laid that fool out. So more than likely we're getting Fruity Pebbles versus Solo at Crown Jewel. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it for real. So it is what it is on that. Then we get Logan Paul coming out of nowhere, pulling up. He arrives in the ring, and then we get a commercial about Alba Fire and Estadon coming back. I said, what are they doing? Coming back just to job again? And obviously they calling they tag team the Unholy or something like that. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, I tell y'all all the time, man, satanic gimmicks and me I just don't really, there was only 2 clowns that pulled the well, 3, if you include Bray Wyatt. 3 clowns pulled the satanic gimmick off. 3. Taker, Kane, and Bray. Everybody else is trying to do the satanic thing. Now, I get it. MJF is MJF. So if you want to include MJF in that thing, running around here, a Jewish guy that's playing as the devil, fine. But satanic gimmicks just don't go over with me. I just don't. I can't get behind that. Especially when y'all know I'm a believer. Y'all already know how I get down. So I'm like, it just doesn't do it for me. And then the fact that you bringing these girls back just to job, because that's basically what they doing. When they was on the show, you took the tag team titles from them, and you haven't heard from them since. Now they coming back just to job again. It is what it is on that. So we get a backstage segment. Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, and Jey Uso talk about escort this man out of here. He said, well, I mean, he was just retaliating. Jimmy pulled up on Raw, screwed him, and Cody out the tag team titles. He just retaliated. He's like, oh, we going to find. He said, well, listen, I don't know what the clown goes on your show, but on my show, I'm going to have order. And he's out of order. He ain't supposed to be here. I said, well, at least they're finally treating cats who are supposed to not be on that show as if they're not supposed to be on the show. I said, it's about freaking time, because cats been pulling up whenever they want, regardless of brand split. So finally, they actually treating the shows as if, okay, this food ain't supposed to be here. Jey Uso's not supposed to be here, so let's treat it as such. Well, right afterwards, they said, all right, how about the security escort both you and Jay out? And he told that man, let the games begin. Obviously, I guess we going back to Raw vs. Smackdown. That's basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring us back to like 2005 and 2006, something like that. But if they can pull it off, fine, but it is what it is. Logan Paul comes out there. He addresses the fans. He says that he beat the brakes off a douchebag, a clown that was online talking bull jive, and he beat the snot out of him at the doggone boxing match. And he said to himself, well, I need real competition. And I knew, why the heck would I even do a boxing match when I can come on to WWE and have a real WWE match? I said, man, listen, I didn't even watch that boxing match, but I seen the clip. Ladies and gentlemen, when are people in the world going to freaking wake up? Professional sports are not real, ladies and gentlemen. They are not. Everything is scripted, ladies and gentlemen. Pro wrestling just tells the truth about what's really going on. There's no such thing as real pro sports. Nothing. This right here, what you're looking at, is already scripted. It's all fake. Yes, people get beat up, but it's all scripted. Baseball, scripted. Hockey, scripted. Basketball, scripted. Football, scripted. Tennis, scripted. Racing, scripted. Golf, scripted. Soccer, scripted. It's all pro wrestling. It's all WWE/AEW-fied, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, that's what the fool was talking about. Talk about, I need to come to WWE and get some real competition. So anyway, last time I was here, Roman actually was wrestling every day. Last time I was also here, Dominique was Ray's son. The last time I was also here, I beat Ray. The last time, he just went down the list of everything that changed while he was gone. But he said, yeah, and I beat Ray before, and I'm going to do it again. This time, I don't want his respect. He's a legend. I don't need all that. What I want is his U.S. championship. Ray comes out. He addresses him. He said, I already beat one deadbeat dad. I guess I can do it again. Ray come out there. He confronted him. He said, you want my championship? Fine. I'll give you a championship match. And Ray said, you know what? Look, when I went against my son, I was hesitant, but not with you. I can't wait to whoop your behind. and he said some things in Spanish or whatever. Match is set. We getting Logan Paul versus Ray. Now here's the deal. Logan Paul, last I checked, is 1-1 this year in pay-per-views, if I'm not mistaken. Lost at WrestleMania and won at SummerSlam, right? So, this is the end of Ray's reign. It's over. Ray ain't really done nothing with the U.S. title, ladies and gentlemen. He hasn't. He hasn't done really nothing. He hasn't. I'm like, it is what it is. He really hasn't. So, put the championship on Logan, call it a day. And obviously, Logan won't be there to probably around WrestleMania time. But it is what it is on that. So, they shook each other's hand, and that was that. Then we get to a video package of Charlotte Flair and EO trying to hype up the match because more than likely it was the main event. Then we get this trash. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Cameron Grimes and Dragon Lee. I said, man, you got 4 cats who actually have potential of being somebody, and I'm sorry, man, I don't care about nobody. I don't care about Dragon Lee no more. Cameron Grimes was the man back in the day. To the moon. No, he's gone to the grinder. He ain't done nothing. And like I said, these 2 circus clowns I could care less about. I don't care nothing about Austin Theory. And you don't sure know I don't care nothing about the Miz 2.0. I don't care. I just don't. Decent match, but I really didn't care because these clowns aren't going anywhere. Cameron Grimes is a joke. Dragon Lee's a joke. And these 2 bozos are a joke. What do you want me to say? I know y'all want me to be like, oh man, but the match I don't care, man. This is, like I said, look. This is the same type of criticism that fools always bring to AEW when cats say, but all y'all care about is the wrestler. Nope. Because look exactly what I'm doing when I'm watching AEW. I mean, watching WWE. I'm keeping that same energy, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't care about cats just wrestling each other. I'm like, well, and then the fact that you got to get me to care about these cats. I used to care about Cameron Grimes. Dragon Lee really didn't even get an opportunity to get his feet wet in NXT. Now he already on the main roster doing what? Doing absolutely nothing. Looking like a joke. And you want me to get behind this clown and him? Oh, you smoking crack. You got some of that Tony Khan crack that you smoking on. I'm like, nobody. Nobody. Not me. You got the wrong one, son. You got the wrong one. Trash. They screwed him. Cameron Grimes looked like a joke. Got pinned. Grayson Waller, Austin Theory won. Dragon Lee was laid out somewhere. The end. Big whoop. Then we get a sit down. Kevin Owens talks about how it's unfortunate that he was taken away from his best bud. They got an opportunity to main event night 1 of WrestleMania, win the tag team titles, but he says he gets the opportunity to get back into it with the bloodline because more than likely we're going to cross paths. And it's kind of funny how he was sitting up there saying all this, rocking a Yokozuna shirt. He even put that outside. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm talking about the bloodline. I'm wearing a Yokozuna shirt. I mean, please make it make sense. But he said, I never really had a one-on-one with Sheamus. I don't really understand that. I thought they wrestled each other a long time ago. He talked about how he wanted to get an opportunity to wrestle some of the other cats he ain't wrestled before. And and that's that. That's what he said. He said he's going to get an opportunity to wrestle some cats he ain't wrestled before. That's it. Nothing too much. It is what it is on that. So, main event. Oh, yeah. Next week, because of the World Series, they're going to be on Fox Sports 1. So, more than likely, they'll probably hit 1 million. But when they go to Fox Sports 1, they do about 900K. Normally, that's what they do. So, but they showed the commercial multiple times. So, the 2-point-something million that see, if you got Fox Sports 1, they're telling you, we're not going to be on Fox next week. We will be, and they're going to be in Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken. We will be on Fox Sports 1 next Friday. Main event, Charlotte Flair versus Io Sky for the Women's Championship. WWE Women's Championship. I'm so done. I'm done with this. I'm over it. I'm the same people are involved, and I just don't care. And it's funny. I actually thought Charlotte was gonna win this. To be honest with you, I thought, okay, they're gonna give it to Charlotte because the reign of Io Sky ain't really doing nothing. So let's put it back on Charlotte. Nope, they did. Bayley and Dakota Kai screwed over Charlotte Flair again. They are trying so desperately to make Charlotte Flair a babyface. Ladies and gentlemen, please, it's not going to work. People love to boo the android. Don't nobody give a crap about Charlotte Flair, man, unless you are a Charlotte Flair stan. If you stan this woman, heaven help you. I don't see anything that's worth standing about this girl, to be honest with you. But the match, listen, man, I don't want to do disrespectful to Io Sky. I don't. But, I mean, when you got to try to carry Charlotte Flair, man, it's... And then, like I say, Charlotte Flair, when she wants to show up to work, she'll show up. But she picks and chooses when she want to show up. And I'm like, I'm tired of the botches. I'm tired of the... I can't get behind that. I can't. There are certain cats on this app, cats on YouTube, they got channels and they love this woman. I'm like, I don't get it. What the heck do you like about? I'm like, what? She's a Flair? No. The woman be botching all day. I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. She got screwed again. She got screwed. Io had, so Dakota and Bayley were distracting the ref. Io had the opportunity to have the championship. Charlotte tried to spear her, but her head ran right into the doggone championship. And so Io Scott just rolled up and she retained. So right after that, Io and Bayley started beating the brakes off of. And guess who made her return? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Miss BB is back. Bianca Belair is officially back. And she's coming to the aid of Charlotte. And she is now, quote unquote, Charlotte's tag team partner again. I say, Triple H, what the clown are we doing? You know damn well this ain't gonna work. It's not going to work. You've tried this 2 times before. It's not going to work. Please quit trying to put Bianca together with Charlotte. They just don't match. These two will forever be wrestling against one another, not with each other. It's a joke. This is a flat out joke. And guess what? You want people to, because I know there's a host of people in the IWC that call Bianca the female Fruity Pebbles. I don't know why they call her that. I don't get it. I don't see. Does she have 5 moves of doom? I don't know. I've been watching Bianca and she straight up don't have 5 moves of doom. I don't see it. But they call her the Fruity Pebbles, the female Fruity Pebbles. I was like, no, that's Charlotte if you ask me. But they call Bianca the female Fruity Pebbles. So now you're trying to align her back with Charlotte. That's not going to get neither one of them over. You know what that's going to eventually do? Not only, because people are already booing Bianca, they're going to not only boo Charlotte, they're going to boo Bianca even more. That's not it. And you keep trying to, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. And I've seen fools giddy, like, oh, Bianca's back. Oh, business is picking up. No, it ain't. Business just went back down the drain. Because, again, they not going to have a single clue what to do with Bianca. You keep trying to put her together with Charlotte, it's not going to work. It ain't going to work, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't going to work. It's not going to work. I'm not trusting H&M. I'm not. Damage control, or as I call them, damaged goods. Watch. You listen to what the matchup is going to be. You getting ready to get a tag team match. It's going to be Charlotte and Bianca versus Io and Bayley. I'm telling you the script. You know it's coming. You know it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all. You should know the game, how it works. Get it? It's all about the game and how you play it. You should know how he moves, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. I was like, dog, I watched this show. I said, man, it's a mid show. Yes, I'm good. I'm glad to see Bianca back. But, man, this ain't exciting me. And then you trying to put her with Charlotte. No. This ain't helping nobody. Trying to make Charlotte a babyface ain't it. It's not it, man. I don't care. It's not it. This ain't it, man. But you got fools tell, oh man, the women's division, WWE is spot. No, it ain't. The foolishness they out here doing on Raw when you got 4 clowns trying to go against Rhea. Okay, and I'm supposed to be excited about that? No, I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be 100% with you. It's only one matchup I'm looking forward to at Crown Jewel 1. And that's Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. Why? Because I actually want to see Seth lose that title. Seth's title reign to me has done nothing. It was decent at first, but as of late, It's just like his U.S. title run. Absolutely going nowhere. Nowhere. The best title, listen, the two best title reigns for me that Seth Rollins had while on the main roster was when he won at WrestleMania 31. He won the Universal Championship, and then his Intercontinental title reign. That was one of his best runs. I think this was right at the beginning of the Monday Night Rollins gimmick that he had. That run was great. That was fantastic. And then, like I said, when he beat Roman and Brock in the main event at WrestleMania 31, when he cashed in, I told people a year in advance. I said, expect Seth Rollins to cash in on Roman and Brock in the main event. I told everybody. I said, he's cashing in. I knew it. I knew the script. Like I said, somebody should have had me in the back trying to help Vince and them come up with some story. I knew it. But like I said, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a care. It's Drew's turn. Put that championship on that man. Ain't nowhere in the world we having Seth go in the doggone crown jewel at Saudi Arabia and win again. No, that is the only match I'm actually interested in. Don't care about the women's fatal 5-way. Don't give a care about Ray versus Logan Paul, because Logan Paul is winning that. Don't give a dang about Roman and LA Knight. Fruity Pebbles versus Solo. John gonna win, but I don't care about that either. So, Crown Jewel to me is really a lackluster pay-per-view. I mean, I'm pretty sure the pay-per-view is gonna be good, but right now I'm just trying to tell you what my excitement level of Crown Jewel is at a 7%. It's a 7 because I only care about one matchup. One. I told you, for me, they need to be starting to build up going into Survivor Series, because as right now, I really don't care about no doggone Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel is just a money grab that they get, a dirty money grab they getting for the Saudis. That's all it is. That's it. Nothing. So like I said, SmackDown was mid. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You thought I was done? You thought that I was just going to tear down SmackDown? Well, you ain't heard nothing yet. Let's get ready to destroy Rampage. Let's get ready to destroy it. This circus clown right here, look at him. Look at this fool. Look at him. Looking like he just got through from snorting some crack. We going in, man. We are going in. We finna cook. Look, you thought I could what? With the however long I've been going, you ain't heard nothing yet. Let's break down this doggone show right here. Rampage. So TK then bought CML. CML is officially partnered with AEW. This is the other Hispanic wrestling company that is well known. Excalibur and them was doing everything in their power to get CML over, talking about how the title that Sin Cara Mystico had was a title that was created back in 1933, and then the other one was like 1946 that Rocky Romero had, or something like that. So it was basically just them trying to let them showcase how good they are. Two good luchadors, and obviously it was a good matchup, but I mean, it really didn't lead to nothing. Now the fans, they loved it. Obviously, they had Rampage trending just like how SmackDown was trending, but I really didn't care, because it doesn't lead to nothing. Again, I told you, I'm not the type that just want to see wrestling matches. Your job is to tell me a story of why certain cats are on this program trying to wrestle. You just giving us random matches that don't really benefit anything. It ain't helping nobody out. It's just you just like, oh, this is how I got to do. This is what I got to do. Now, no. No. Like I said, good matchup, and it turned into a 2 out of 3 falls. Sin Cara, a.k.a. Mystical, got the first pin. He had made Mystical, he made Rocky Romero tap. Then Rocky Romero got Sin Cara, a.k.a. Mystical. He pinned him. So then it turned into like them just going back and forth. And then I think Rocky Romero tried to rip open Mystical's. I don't know what it is about cats in AEW. Always trying to rip open some luchador's mask. But that seems to be the thing there. He tried to rip up his mask. But Rocky was trying to do a little something. But it just wasn't enough. He lost. Mystical won. And it leads to absolutely nothing. Like I said, it was a very good match. But I mean, this does not excite me. This ain't it. This ain't it, man. If a matchup does not lead into some story or something, I don't care. It's a celebration of them CML joining AEW, and great, but you really ain't do nothing for me, man. You really honestly did. So we got let's see. backstage, Stokely Hathaway was talking to Jay Lethal and Eddie Kingston. Now listen, let me tell y'all something. Jay Lethal, this was a very good promo that Jay cut on Eddie Kingston about how he been having to jump through hoops and do all this foolishness. He said he's had a successful 18-year career. He said that championship that you hold, you're wasting your time with it because I made that title prestigious when I had it. Now I've been trying to, like I said, I've been jumping through. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear certain cats say that they have to jump through hoops, it always somehow just be us, the main ones, talk about we got to jump through hoops. Let that sink in. We be the main ones always talking about in the promo that we got to jump through hoops and we got to do. You know exactly why, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got to really tell you why, but you know why. You already know. But he said, I deserve a shot and I need to get a shot right now. So then that's when Stokely said, I got a great idea. How about we have Jeff Jarrett versus Eddie Kingston on Collision, and if Eddie Kingston win, then Jay Lethal get a shot. I hate that. I hate that so much because one, you gotta have the champion lose in a non-title match. I hate that. I do not. That should be it. If you really wanted to spice things up, what Stokely should have done. Stokely should have said, screw it. Jay, you really want your shot, right? You want this shot against Eddie Kingston. Or if Eddie could have said it, he could have snatched that phone out of Stokely's hand. He could have said, hey, you really want this shot? How about you wrestle your boy? And whoever wins gets me at Full Gear. I make it make sense. I'm trying to help the boy out. I'm trying to help Tony Khan out, but obviously Tony Khan doesn't care. He doesn't. He just does stupid stuff like this and expect us to get excited about it. I mean, if you really want Jeff Jarrett to be in some type of important role, how about you have him and Jay Lethal go at it with one another, and whoever wins get the shot of Eddie Kingston at Full Gear. It's not that difficult, man. I'm trying to help Tony Khan get matches on the card set up. This circus clown want to wait 2 to 3 weeks before the pay-per-view and act like, oh, this is fantastic. No, it's not. It's stupid booking. And so Eddie Kingston got into Jeff Jarrett's face and Jay's face and said that they ain't nothing but hillbillies and jokes and all of that. I'm like, Then we get a garbage jobber triple threat to determine who will face Orange Cassidy at Battle of the Belts 8. You got John Silver, Kip Sullivan, and Isaiah Cassidy going now as the name Brother Zay. This was a jobber's triple threat. If I know a jobber's triple threat, this was a jobber's triple threat. And obviously you knew who had to get jumped. Brother Zay was trying to take out Kip Sullivan. John Silver came out of nowhere, kicked the boy in the head, pinned Zay 1, 2, 3. He is the new number 1 contender for Orange Cassidy's belt at Battle of the Belts. Yay, great. Excuse me. Then we get a pre-tape promo about Mike Santana and Ortiz talking all mad crap at one another. I wish they would have said, screw this. I want to see your behind at Rampage, but I don't want to wrestle you. I want to talk to you man to man, face to face. And then guess what? They set up the matchup at Full Gear. I hate when they do this because this is TK trying to get the match out the way. He does this idiotic booking. Listen, I love the story. I love it. But I'm like, bro, this is where you set it up going into the pay-per-view. Do you want fools to pay for Full Gear or not, Tony Khan? The clown don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, the fool doesn't care. You want to know why he don't care? Because he be constantly online talking about, hey guys, we just hit such and such in the promos and we just did this and the ratings and we did this and we beat WWE that. And I'm like, no you didn't. No you didn't. You just look like a joke. You look like a complete joke. Yeah, we had these many pay-per-view buys and no, a joke. A complete joke. I'm like, bro, this is a great story that you can let build up and go into the freaking pay-per-view. These fools should not be fighting each other on no garbage Rampage, man. We get Mike and Ortiz going at it next week on Rampage. I'm like, why? You couldn't set up the heck. More than likely, you know it's gonna be a street fight. I'm like, set up a street fight at Full Gear. I'm like, build your freaking card up. You want people to tune in to Rampage, right? Build your card up on there. This has been the story for Rampage, obviously, because they've been like the strong style, strong. They've been the strongest part of Rampage for the last couple of weeks. But TK said, "No, I can't wait to get the match out. I can't wait. I can't wait," because that's how that fool book. And speaking of garbage matches, so they've been promoting this cat right here, this dude named Exodus Prime, and Brian Keith. Brian Keith, obviously, or the Bounty Hunter. That's what he go by. And I knew when I seen the two of them, I said, well, "Yep, these brothers are getting ready to get jobbed out." That's basically what they was there for. Hey, TK, I love it. I love it that you continue to have us look like jokes. I love it. I love it. TK once again does what he does best. Just like that big nose circus clown in WWE land, this cokehead straight up can't book us to save his life either. Now here's the deal. I told you Swerve situation and Hobbs. You got 2 right there. You got Ricky, 3. I'm watching very carefully with them, but this right here was uncalled for. I get it. You wanted Wheeler Yuta and Claudio. They look strong because obviously they're going against Ricky and Big Bill on Collision tonight. But I'm like, random mistake. Just random. Had them job out. Brian Keith looked like a joke. Exodus Prime looked like a joke. I'm like, and I'm supposed to get behind Wheeler Yuta and Claudio after they was running around here cheating and beating them. Like, no. Garbage. Didn't get nothing about it. Didn't give no care about it. So then we get Renee talking with the Jericho Appreciation Society. Daddy Magic and DG still going back and forth. Jake Hager said, "That's enough. You fools need to squash your beef and get going." And then Anna Jay said, "That's right. We don't have time to be clowning, guys. We need to get our act together because we got business we need to handle." And even Danny Ainge, Jeff, he said, "Yup, we sure do." He said, "Y'all fools need to squash your beef." Daddy Magic said, "You know what? Screw it. I hate to dance, but you know what? I love you. We got to do this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it tomorrow at Battle of the Belts." DG extended his hand out. He said, "Cool, squash the beef, and guess what? We're your next trios champion." I said, "No, they're not. They ain't winning squat. It's a wrap. The Acclaim are going to retain." So, Hangman and the Bucks, we've been waiting to see where these circus clowns been at. These fools decided to show their goofy heads, talk about they going to defend their Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team titles in an opening challenge, and anybody can face them. Anybody. Well, guess who they decided to pick? They decided to pick Brother Zay and the Hardys. I said, why? And you wonder why CM Punk said, "I got to get the clown up out of here." Because of idiotic booking like this. Who gives a crap about this? This match ain't going to be garbage. I mean, this match ain't going to be good. This match going to be trash. I'm like, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. That's why I said the coke head, man. This dude, he don't know what he doing. So he gonna put up, we're gonna have a dream match on Collision. We got Bryan versus Andrade. Man, this fool does not know what dream match means. I'm telling you, this dude is a clown. He is a clown. Listen, man, I'm grateful that we got AEW, but man, Tony Khan is a clown through and through. You can't tell me he's not. This fool is a clown. Talk about this is a dream match. Man, would you stop overusing that word? Worst of all, who sits up and dream about wrestling? Now listen, I've had random dreams, but I wasn't sitting up here thinking about 2 clowns that I can't wait to see wrestle each other. No. He's used this word so loosely that it's overused. Dream match. Yeah, the match is going to be good, but why the heck are you calling it a dream match? Andrade ain't been involved in nothing since he got his mask back. And now you doing this? So then we get to the main event. We get Ruby versus Sky Blue, and obviously you knew what was going to happen. I'm so tired of my girl coming out here trying to put on good, decent matches, and they just have it look like a joke. I said, first of all, what was the point of this match even being on the card? Just so we can have another random women's match? Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is again Tony Khan's. This is his weakness. His weakness is definitely the women's division. He has absolutely no clue what he's doing. Saraya was out there. Saraya basically clocked Sky in the head with the doggone spray can. She clocked in the head twice. Ruby did a move. Sky Blue was done. So the two of them hopped in the ring. It couldn't remind me so much of what just happened on SmackDown with Io and Bayley beating the snot out of Charlotte for Bianca to come out there and quote unquote save the day. That's basically exactly what happened. Ruby and Saraya were beating the snot out of Sky. Chris came running out there. Obviously, Chris got the matchup going against Willow tonight. She came out there to run them two girls off. So she tried to pick up Sky. And Sky realized that she was picking up, and she just got the heck up out of her. She said, "No, I don't want to be friends with you." Now, she didn't say it, but you can pretty much tell that's basically what was going on. She's like, "No, I don't want to be a friend anymore," and walked off. And that's basically how Rampage went off. People say, it's the story, it's to be continued. No, as we can say. Because you got my girl Sky Blue looking like a complete joke on a regular basis. We're going against Ruby Soho for the 5th time. I'm like, why? I'm like, you could have. Why the heck didn't this match mean something? This, maybe, if you wanted to say, if Ruby, whoever wins, gets a future shot against Chris for the TBS title, then everything would have made more sense. Everything would have made more, but they don't. They choose not to. They just do it because they say, "Hey, the women are in the main." Just like Triple H. Triple H thought he was slick. He had the women be in the main event. Tony Khan say, "Hey, I get the women in the main event." Okay, great. Yes, they in the main event. Fantastic. But what are they in the main event for? If you ain't trying to tell a compelling story, then what the clown are we doing? What the clown are we doing? Man, I sat there and after the Rampage went off, man, I just sat there and I said, man, what a dud we got, man. We got 2 duds back to back. SmackDown was skippable and Rampage was skippable. I'm like, dog, I said, I can't believe I'm saying this. Impact killed everybody this week. Impact freaking killed everybody this week. And guess what? Bound for Glory is tonight. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. They get out here in the backyard. I hope they kill it tonight. I hope they do a great job because I can't wait to review that show. I'm like, man. But people told me that WWE's hot right now. I'm like, no. Technically, they're not because what I just seen was just some mumbo jumbo that they decided to throw together. And then TK just not giving a dang. Not caring because he's like, oh, we're back on top. Oh, no, we're not. You ain't back on top. If you think 900K is great, you smoking crack. Yes, it was fantastic that you got 300,000 more people to tune in from how it was last week when you was down with 609 and you got extra 300K to tune in. That's great. But bro, we listen. You want to get back into the ones. That's exactly what you want, and you want to be consistent in the ones. But again, it's about the storytelling. It's about the larger than life characters, man. If we just constantly keep doing this foolishness that's not making no type of sense, what are we doing? Honestly, what the clown are we doing? Both Triple Big Nose and Cokehead failed. They failed. Both shows were weak. They had some decent things happen on both shows. They had some decent wrestling. But overall, I'm like, skippable shows, ladies and gentlemen. Just keeping it 100% with you. I'm keeping it 100% with you. That's it. I'll see y'all cats later. Y'all already know. Y'all have a good one. Hit the freaking comment section up. If you think I'm 100% accurate with what I'm saying, hit the comment section up. If you think I'm on bull jive, you know what you need to do. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. I'll talk to y'all cats later. I'll let your boy.